You can see Yasaka Pagoda right behind us. It's a 5-story wooden pagoda and it's the tallest pagoda in Kyoto.
It was originally built during the 6th century and it was reconstructed in 1440 after it being destroyed by fire. And we came here early in the morning today just to see this pagoda and take some beautiful pictures and photos during the sunrise. It is also a good spot to visit during the sunset as well. As we said earlier, this particular pagoda is open only on 2 days in a week. That's on Tuesday and Wednesday. Unfortunately, today it's a Thursday and it's not open.
It's not open.
But I'm sure it will be really beautiful inside. I'm not sure if you're allowed to go inside, but if they allow, that would be a great experience.
Yeah, and this pagoda is closer to the Kiyomizu-dera temple and also the streets of Ninenzaka and Sannenzaka.
Yeah.
We walked here from the
Kiyomizu station this morning and it took us 15 minutes to reach here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most photographed pagoda in Kyoto.
Yep.
The streets are so nice.
Yeah. So nice. It's like olden days, right? Just all made of wooden.
Hōkan-ji Temple or Yasaka Pagoda is one of those places in Kyoto that you start noticing even before you reach it. As you walk through the narrow streets of Higashiyama, the 5-story pagoda keeps appearing between rooftops and wooden buildings, almost guiding you through the old town. Because the surrounding streets are still lined with traditional machiyas, the whole area feels closely connected to Kyoto's past. The temple itself goes back many centuries, and the pagoda standing here today was rebuilt in the 1400s after earlier fires. Over time, the neighborhood grew around it, so the streets, shops, and homes all seem to naturally lead toward the pagoda. Walking here feels less like visiting a single landmark and more like moving through a historic part of the city that has stayed largely unchanged. What we liked most was the way the pagoda keeps showing up as you move through Higashiyama. It appears between the rooftops, disappears for a moment, and then comes back again from a different angle. The streets around it feel designed for walking, so the view changes step by step. During Sakura season, cherry blossoms in the nearby streets and temple grounds add soft color around the dark wood of the pagoda. It also sits very close to Sannenzaka, Ninenzaka, and Kiyomizu-dera, so it naturally becomes part of a Higashiyama walk and remains one of the most recognizable scenes in Kyoto.
Morning everybody and welcome to another episode of a Japan travel series. And today we are at Ninenzaka in Kyoto.
Yeah.
We were here way too early, around 5:30 in the morning, just to beat the crowds and take some nice photos of the Yasaka Pagoda.
Yeah, and this is a very famous photography place. Basically, people who want to take the photos of Yasaka Pagoda way early in the morning.
Yeah.
And just like Fushimi Inari Shrine,
It was
there are so many people
yeah.
Lined up to take photos. Yeah. But yeah, we got some good shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are just gonna explore this place. Again, it's too early in the morning. The shops over here open only around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the time is still
6:45-ish.
6:45-ish. So we have another 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
That we need to kill. But the streets over here are so nice. I mean,
Yeah.
they look so good.
Yeah, I mean, we can still go around the streets, empty streets, and the streets are beautiful. The buildings especially gives that such, historical vibe and, culture, brings in so much culture. So we're going to explore. It's so nice, right?
Yeah.
The locality is so peaceful
And
as
so
well.
clean.
Mm.
Right? So clean. It's well maintained as well. So this is Ninenzaka, right? So there is also Sannenzaka.
Yeah.
So Ninenzaka and Sannenzaka are right nearby.
Yeah, it's just crossroads.
Hmm. Have you ever lined up for a Starbucks coffee?
No.
You look up there?
Yeah, I have Tatami, so I'm just excited for that.
Amrita, you got the Tatami experience.
And you're the first ones to select the place. Yay!
So what do you have?
You got chicken and cheese, hot tortilla.
And we also have a pound cake and a matcha scoop.
Mm.
So pretty, right? Outside. The whole vibe, like the Japanese way of eating food.
Yeah, on the tatami
Mat. And there is a cushion to support your ass. And there's a small cute table.
Mm. So nice.
Oh, we had to line up. We waited for half an hour, so we were there at 7:30
Yeah.
in the morning, lined up to get our space inside the Starbucks here.
And we're the first ones.
We are the first ones to order and come up. So this is on the first floor. There's also seating space in the ground floor as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's other regular seating spaces as well, but this is the Japanese way of,
Enjoying
the food.
food.
We just came out of the Starbucks, and for the first time, it felt like an achievement because this is one of a kind Starbucks, and it is the only Starbucks in the world which has tatami mats, for you to sit
on.
It's like the traditional Japanese way.
Yeah. And it's 100-year-old Japanese machiya.
Yeah. And we were the, first one to place the order.
Yeah.
And we were second in line, but we were the first one to place the order and go to the first floor and find the seat which we really wanted. We got the seat we wanted. We enjoyed the food and drinks
Just
the
loved
Japanese way. We are very happy.
it. Yeah, very happy. Check out the difference. There are so many people now.
Amrita, that's looking like you. Look at your dress color and look at this doll's color. This doll.
Thanks.
Actually, it's called Ninenzaka, and we have been saying it wrong
Yeah.
from the beginning. But yeah, now we are heading towards Sannenzaka now. There's a lot
There is a
of crowd.
crowd. Oh my god, there's so much crowd. You see?
There's a line behind, like for every shop.
There's no space to walk. It gets busier and busier after every hour.
Yeah, like lots and lots of tourist buses are coming. For the crowd here. Ah. This is my favorite tree here in Sannenzaka.
The weeping tree.
The weeping, we call it as the weeping tree. We really don't know the name of it. Yeah, but it looks so beautiful. There is also white cherry blossom tree there in the background, and look at this crowd here. My God, so many people. What's the time now?
10:15.
Yeah, it's just 10 o'clock in the morning. There are already so many people.
Climbing up towards Sannenzaka, the streets begin to slope and the walk turns into stone steps lined with wooden machiya buildings. The path feels very Higashiyama with tiled roofs, lattice windows, and small details along the way, and the view keeps shifting as you move higher. There's also a well-known saying connected to these stairs. It's believed that if you trip or fall on Sannenzaka, you'll have bad luck for the next 3 years. Whether you take it seriously or not, it explains why people naturally slow down here and watch their steps a little more carefully. During Sakura season, you'll also spot cherry blossoms between rooftops and near temple grounds as you climb, adding soft spring color to the streets. And because Sannenzaka leads toward Kiyomizu-dera, the steps feel like part of the build-up as you move closer to one of Kyoto's most famous viewpoints.
Try matcha with milk.
Matcha plus milk.
Matcha with milk.
Okay, yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah.
どうぞ。ございます。
Which milk is this? Is it soy milk or just milk?
Just milk.
Oh, interesting. Nice. It's hot.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, let's take matcha is.
Yeah, it's nice. Hello. One half and half ice cream.
Yes. Which one did you?
This one.
This one.
Yeah. We'll take the cone. The half and half cone.
Yeah. 400. 480.
Arigato.
ありがとうございます。Please invite them all.
Thank you. We got the half and half. One is soy milk ice cream and one side is matcha ice cream. Thank you. Thank you. So cute, right? We are at a shop called Gion Sakai and they are selling this matcha ice cream, and I've got the half and half ice cream here. One is soy milk and half is the matcha ice cream, and it looks so photogenic. Let's give this a try. It's so creamy and it's not at all bitter. It's just so sweet.
Does it have tea flavors?
It does, and
The
the soy
matcha.
milk is really surprising. It's so creamy, and I love the soy milk ice cream, to be honest. And the mix of those two ice cream is giving a different flavor. The soy milk is giving the creaminess, the matcha is giving the tea flavors. So tasty. So smooth. Really nice. On the Sannenzaka street, there are so many shops selling, souvenirs, matcha-related products, tea, ice creams. There are so many cafes on the way selling different types of mochis as well. And yeah, it's such a nice place to just come and have some Japanese street food snacks. You can see Yasaka Pagoda.
Pakoda. Yasaka Pagoda, not pagoda, okay?
You can see Yasaka Pagoda again. Blah, blah, blah.
Pagoda.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go. You can see Yasaka Pagoda right behind
You
us.
say Yasaka Pagoda. It's onion pakoda, pyaz. Okay. Ready? Okay. Ready? 1, 2.